Dear brothers and sisters, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know, my name is Lakshmi. I'm an energy healing medium and a meditation teacher, and I've created this channel, Rise and Shine TV, specifically for every single one of you on a path of spiritual awakening and enlightenment, and on a path of better understanding and accepting oneself. And today I would like to talk to you about relationships, and specifically about the main ingredient in every healthy relationship. But before we start, please click a like button and subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with all our latest classes, videos and meditations. Relationships. Well, for some of you this might be a very complex subject, but I went through dozens of very unhealthy relationships, very dramatic relationships, until finally I got married and made these current relationships work. And from all of my past painful experience, of all of my breakups, of all of my drama, I managed to learn how simple relationships can truly be, because in my marriage, in my nowadays relationships, there is only love, acceptance and understanding, and we support each other on each and every step of our personal paths. That's why, from my personal experience, from being 6 years together with this person, I can say that actually relationships are very simple. Why they are so simple? Because there is only one thing that you need to understand, that your partner in relationships is your direct mirror. In general, all the relationships, either friendship relationships or relationships with your parents or with your children, with your siblings, with your business partners, all the relationships in our communities are our mirrors. The relationships are here to show us where we still require growth, where we still feeding our shadow patterns. They are showing us the path to love and light. But your partner, your intimate partner, your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, because of such close connection, they are your exact mirror. So once you come into this full awareness, you understand that everything they say and do, it's not even because of them. They are mirroring the unaccepted parts of yourself, what you do not accept within you, the parts that you don't love about yourself, the parts that you won't change or don't want to change. This is all can be found in the words, actions and feelings of your partners. So every time you disagree with something and you start to fight with your partner, ask yourself, what is this situation mirroring me? What is in me, in myself, inside of me? What subconscious pattern is now presented right in front of my eyes and I'm still refusing to see it? Because it's all subconscious. Of course you don't understand. Of course you do not see it clearly from the start, because it's a subconscious patterns. What we consciously think and what we subconsciously think are completely two opposite things sometimes. So, to give you an example, consciously, on some period of my life, it's now in the past, the situation, I was working on an office job. So consciously, I wanted my partner to take me from this job, to say, please, Olga, stop it. Be home, be happy, I'll take care of you, I'll make all the money we want. This was my conscious thoughts, because I didn't like that job. It was exhausting me mentally, physically, emotionally. But subconsciously, I was afraid to lose this job. I was afraid to quit. So at that time, what my partner did, he said, no, how you will quit? It's not possible for us now. It's a COVID time. Where are you going to find another job? It's very difficult times in the world. We need to keep the stable jobs now. So that was the conversation I was getting from my partner. And I was angry and upset with him, and we used to fight over this. because consciously I thought I wanted him to take me from this job, and I thought and wanted from him this kind of a dialogue that yes, quit, I support you, I will support you on every decision you will make. But subconsciously I was afraid, not he was afraid that I gonna quit. I was subconsciously afraid that if I will quit this job, I won't be able to support myself, that my partner won't be able to support both of us. That were my fears, not his, and he was just mirroring them to me. So once we have this from our table, once we now understand that all the relationships and patterns and situations in our relationships are only the direct image, the direct mirror of ourselves, I wanted to talk with you about the main ingredient in every relationship. So let's talk about it from this position. Probably most of you read the book of Gary Chapman, 5 Languages of Love. If you didn't, there's nothing to lose, I will tell you very quickly. He says that there are 5 different types of love. Some people express their love through words of affirmation, for example, saying I love you, I appreciate you, I need you, the verbal expression of love. Then can be an expression through gifts. Then some people like to gift to their partners presents and gifts. It's their language of love. Then there is acts of service. When you like to do something for your partner, it's important for you to act, not only talk, right? Acts of service. Then there is a quality time, when you enjoy spending time together, and for you it is important, this is your language of love, to be around your partner all the time, go together on vacation, go together on holidays, celebrate holidays together. And the last one will be a physical touch, when you like to touch another, hug another, kisses, all that good stuff. So what is important here to understand? That the language of love of you can be very different from the language of love of your partner. Again, on my own example, my language of love will be gifts. I love giving presents. I love making party. I like to celebrate life, and I love to share this celebration with my close ones. This is how I express love. But my partner, my husband, he doesn't like to celebrate things. We don't actually celebrate New Year. We only celebrate my birthday because it's important to me. So gifts are not his actual language of love. So another language of love for me will be a physical touch. I like to hug, I like to kiss, I like to cuddle. Luckily it's his language of love as well. But for him it's very important, his language of love are actions. Not so much presence, but actions. When he helps me, when he supports me, when he does something for me. But because I am a manifestor and I never ask anyone what I want to do, I just do it. I never tell something, oh, I'm gonna eat, I just go and eat. That's why in my mind I think that he must be also the same. But sometimes he gets upset when I don't ask him if he is hungry, or if I'm preparing food for myself, I don't ask him if he wants as well. Because in my mind, this is very important to understand, in my mind I think that he's a grown-up man, and if he wants to eat, he will ask me. He will tell me, right, that I want to eat. But in his mind, I am just a bitch who is not taking care of her husband, because I'm not asking him about if he is hungry at that moment, because I'm expecting him to tell me that he is hungry. So you see the dissonance in here? So this is the raw material for a fight. This is the best script for a fight to happen. So he can say, oh, you are so selfish, you're not asking him to take care of me, you only think about yourself and this and this and that. But I'm gonna be like, Why? Are you a small child that I need to ask you every time when you want to eat? You don't have your own mouth to tell me that you are hungry and you want me to prepare? Can you see how this fight can quickly escalate? But because we are two grown-up persons and because we are both working on our awareness, we understand that the main ingredient in every relationship is understanding of where your partner comes from. I wanted to show you on this example of love languages that it's going to be easier for you to grasp this concept. It is very important to understand your partner, where he comes from, where he comes up with this dissatisfaction, with this upsetting periods in his life, why he is upset with you, what is going on in his mind during this situation which led to the fight. To understand your partner, there cannot be a more easier way as to ask him, why are you upset? Communication is very important in every relationship, because I asked him, why can't you tell me that you are hungry? And he answered to me, because it's very important for me that you are taking care of me without me asking you. So now I know that it is important for him. So I'm trying my best to ask him every time if he is hungry or if he is ready to eat or what he wants to eat. But again, for him not to be upset, he also asked me, why am I behaving this way? And I explained to him, because of my manifesto nature, I just act and I'm not waiting for everyone. I just do, and if I want something, I will tell. This is how my mind works. This is how my personality works. So now he is also not getting upset if I forget to ask him. He can just remind me, that it will be nice for him if I would. So like this, all these reactions can be brought down to zero. Because how fights happen in the relationships? One partner said something and it activates the children wound of another partner, and he reacts or she reacts, and now your wound is triggered, your childish wound is triggered. So basically this is two children fighting, not two grown-ups communicating. It's two children fighting between each other, screaming on each other. This is a very childish behavior. We are not in the kindergarten anymore. This is why I say relationship is very simple. Once you simply communicate and understand your partner. After you understand comes the next step, acceptance, total acceptance that yes, he or she is the way that they are. And then comes the unconditional love, when you accept another person fully. You're ready to love them for who they are, not expecting them to be something. But again, this is very important to realize that once you are fighting with your partner, you are not fighting with this grown-up man or woman in front of you. You are fighting with his inner child, with his childish, I don't know how to say correctly, with his childish traumas, with his childish shadow patterns, mental shadow patterns and emotional shadow patterns. Something in you got triggered those mental and emotional shadow patterns. Again, we're coming back to the mirror, to the partners being a mirror of each other. The partner shows you what childish traumas, shadow patterns of your mental and emotional bodies are still working in you. What patterns you cannot release, you cannot heal, you cannot see, you cannot accept in yourself, and you cannot let go. Mr. Rich confirmed just now. So remember two things from this video. First, your partner is your exact mirror, the exact mirror of your subconscious. Second, if you fight with your partner, you fight with his inner child, with his childish shadow patterns of the mental and emotional bodies. So once you realize that, it gets very simple to stop the fight, to pause for a second, to let the emotion pass through you, and simply talk and explain yourself and listen to the explanation of your partner, and then work on some kind of compromise or work on how can you accommodate both sides into your relationships. And it's as simple as that. So I hope this video will create more healthy relationships. It will help to improve your relationships and bring your relationships into the light and love which they deserve. Remember, relationships are very simple. And I see you all next week on our channel Rise and Shine TV. With love and gratitude, your Lakshmi.